affect you. So, you know, I feel like when we're out in public, you know, gay people don't always come together, I think.
Can you hear me? My bad. Go ahead.
You know, oh, I'm sorry. I just don't think that we're always, you know, together. I guess maybe I'm not, you know, wording it properly. But
No, you're right.
You associate with people that you feel comfortable with, and that's probably why we have kind of cliques. And I know for me, it's kind of hard getting to know everybody because I used to host parties, and I don't know, I had my party friends and then I had my mature friends. So bringing them together sometimes was hard because somebody in one of the groups didn't like each other. So again, it's I don't know. It is hard to bring.
It's not just within the gay community. I mean, that's just people in general. Because even when you're hanging out with your other than gay or your straight friends or whatever, everybody don't. It's the same thing. You see it on both sides. So
it's very cliquish.
It's cliquish all the way around, and you typically connect to what you attract for the most part. And yeah, it's really just, you know, whoever you vibe with, you just vibe with them. If you don't, well, for me, I'll say I respect it, but keep it over there.
What I would add to that though is you never know unless you try. My thing is, me, I'm a very shy person, so I'm extremely shy. You don't really get a hint of Wesley unless I feel comfortable with you remotely. If like he when I was invited over to a couple of his house parties, I don't really go out of my way to talk to people. I'll sit down and I'll mind my business. It's usually people will come to me first to at least say, hey, you know, you can talk to me if you're cool. And then I'll be like, all right, so he seems cool. But I'm just that type of person. So I've learned in dealing with people recently that if you just take the opportunity to say hello, you might see something, or you might be able to connect with that person on multiple levels. And it's just, you just have to. Oh wow, that's so late. We getting a call in already. But yeah, like recently, a person that I've had a crush on for 4 years, finally, I don't even know, I'm not gonna say finally, but actually hit me up and was like, hey Wesley, blah, 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 blah. And when I tell y'all I geeked out because I think this person, he's finally not a black person. Okay, I'm finally dealing with another race, and for me that's huge because all of my catalog of exes have all been black. So I'm finally dealing with a whole nother race. It's exciting for me, it's new to me, but I've always been attracted to this particular person for, like I said, 4 years. And I've never been able to be brave enough to say, yo, what's up? For whatever reason, until he finally was just like, you know, XYZ. I want to say shout out to Tyree Alexander. You fine as hell, bruh. And you hitting up Andreas on the Instagram. What other pictures he got up on her? Tyree looking good. Tyree looking good. Tyree got them black lips. Them black lips that look like they could do some things. What's his name? Travaris, what's your question?
Wait, don't call him a government name now. What happened?
What's your question?
Oh, where everybody at?
They're gonna come on.
My question for the people in the house, wherever they are, is it manly, or how do you feel? Is it manly or feminine to shave your armpits?
I think it's just good hygiene. If your armpits sweat a lot and you smell a lot, I just think it's good hygiene. Why not?
And I'm gonna do an informal shout out, and this is somebody I met a long time ago, B-Rock. If anybody know B-Rock in Atlanta, tell him I shouted him out. Cause this was a question he posted on Facebook the other day. and a lot of people had their opinions about it. Yes, it's feminine. No, it's not feminine. It's your personal.
I think you should shave if you have way too much hair. And coming from a person that has way too much hair, I think you should shave if you have way too much hair. Like for example, hair grows on my ass, but I wouldn't let somebody eat my ass if I had like a ton of hair.
Armpits. We're talking about armpits.
Right, the question was armpits.
Talking about armpits.
Not way.
Talking about armpits.
But nobody eats your armpit.
Yeah, well, that was the question.
Right.
How are you gonna totally change his question?
Right. To your
That's so West-like.
Nasty.
Right, that's so West.
So West-like.
Always taking the spotlight. Like,
Oh, that's another picture. Ooh. Oh.
armpits.
That's
I don't think it's feminine to shave your armpits.
No, I think it's.
No, I don't think
I think it's
feminine
just good
to shave.
hygiene. That's all.
Yeah.
Hygiene.
Okay. Y'all so coy up on here. All right.
Yes.
All right, for the coyness.
Okay.
Yeah, good money.
My question to America.
So we'll stop at 10, not 21. So go ahead. We'll do 2 sets.
My question to America is, I mean, I pretty much already know the answer, but I just, do you think Monique would have played a better cookie than Taraji?
No.
Hell
no.
No.
Hell no.
Well, because you know, I heard on blog, or read on blogs and heard on.
She was supposed to be
She
on
was
it.
supposed to.
Yeah.
She was offered to play Cookie
Oh, to play
on Empire. She was the original offer is what was said and what was stated, but you know.
Hello.
What?
Hey,
How's it going?
it's going. You on speaker?
Why am I speaker?
Because we're filming at this particular moment.
Oh.
Hey Jermaine, it's Jermaine.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
What's going on?
Yeah, y'all always asking where's Jermaine? When is Jermaine coming back on the video? Why isn't he back on the video? Well, Jermaine, can you answer that question for the live studio audience? Why aren't you ever on any of the Culture Club videos?
Actually, I wouldn't be rude, but I did say I don't want to join the video anymore. But I was actually calling you today to see can I join in with y'all today.
Oh, okay.
Y'all.
I mean, we filming now. I mean, I don't know how much longer we will be filming, but we are filming now. And you're right down the street, so.
Okay, you can text me the address.
Okay.
I just came back from the gym, so I'm about to take a quick shower and put on some clothes, and I'll head that way.
Okay. Well, we'll text you.
All right.
All right, boo.
Bye.
Later. You wanna text him the info? Cause I don't know.
Oh,
The next question.
Really?
DM, Instagram DM.
What happened?
I don't know, but Jeremy hit something. And
No, I didn't get
Oh,
it.
He don't
Y'all saw the exchange. The phone went from the table to my hand,
like
and that quick.
What's your question?
I don't know how to.
Okay, my question is in regards to
No, just take it.
since we were talking about Empire with Jesse. Why is it that people feel as though it's important, or why do people make a big deal as to someone's sexual preference, or whether or not they're coming out, or divulging who they sleep with?
Now I think it doesn't make I don't care. I don't care now. Like before, it used to be cute because, oh, okay, you being brave, all right. But now it's like
everybody's gay.
I just don't care anymore. Like, why is that a significant
It's not
factor?
serious.
I don't know. Who's the latest? I think the latest thing that I read was that there was a gay basketball team that was a college gay basketball team now finally coming. I don't know what it was, the article that I read, but it was a bit disturbing that we had to emphasize on the fact that they were gay. I don't give two fucks. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just I don't know. I just
It's fine.
who Tyree Alexander? Oh, Jamal.
Listen.
Hey Jesse, what's going on, Bill?
Listen. No, the basketball player. He's actually fine.
Oh, okay. All right. My question is, y'all know I'm the crazy one on the panel. All of these are like PhD professors and everything. They want to talk about upstanding kind of stuff, and I'm the thought of the group. So they say the ratchet, the ratchet one of the group. But my thing is, I think I asked that on another Culture Clubb video or something. Like I asked the same thing. Now I gotta think.
What was the original?
Why do we consider you the thought of the group? It is what it is. I'm the livelier, boisterous, don't give a fuck kind of, like I said, I reverted and changed this question from armpits to ass. And whoa, you can't talk about wait, that wasn't the question. But we all eat ass. Well, I don't know if we all eat ass, but I know predominantly we all eat ass. I don't know if he eats ass, but we all eat ass. So it's like it is what it is at the end of the day. It's like, that's my question. Why is it cute to act all freaky dicky behind closed doors? And this goes to my truth question before. But when it's discussed out in an open public kind of forum, it's like shunned upon. You can't. What are you talking? We can't talk about that. Why? We do it. I mean, we do. It's a natural thing. We do it. And then I have to add another question. I'm sorry. I have to add another question. Why is it that? Well, when I was coming up, I understood men as being the sexual being of humans compared to females. Like we're just really, really sexual beings. But that hasn't been my case in dealing with men from 21 up until now. Every guy that I've come across have not been the type of dude that has been willing to be sexual enough. Like you can't talk about sex. You can't say, babe, I'm horny, I want to suck your dick. You can't say anything like that because, you're doing too much. What? What's going on? And it confuses me because, like I said, before 21, I just had an understanding that guys were always the just sexual being of the human race compared to females, and it's non-existent now. Like 3 weeks ago, I met one person that actually had the same question as I when I told them about all my past experiences and the fact that I'm a very sexual person and I openly speak about sex. And that I've been having nothing but problems with all the dudes that just don't want to talk about sex. And he looked at me like, what the fuck is their problem? And I'm like, yeah, I don't get it either. So that's my question.
Are you connected to this dude?
Connected to what dude? What do you mean?
Whoever this dude you're talking about.
No, I just met him like 3 weeks ago. So there's
Y'all already talking about sex?
there's no remote connection at all. He asked me why I'm single, and I told him why I'm single, and he was like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Why are you single?
That's a whole nother question. You can ask that. You should ask.
No, don't ask that question.
So
that's an hour long.
Well, maybe it's because you spend too much time talking about it instead of just doing it. Men are more action, they like action more than like a whole bunch of talking. So instead of talking about babe, I'm horny, why don't you show me that you're horny? Why don't you just get on your knees?
Right, not all the time, just because you say it, am I going to be in the mood for it? Put in some work.
Entice me.
Get me to where you are. You're the one who's horny, and I'm not horny at all. Of course, I mean, it's...
Well, it doesn't have to... It's not like I'm horny and I want to jump on it. Just a simple discussion. Like, did you like how I sucked your dick last night? Whoa, why are we talking about what are you talking about? You're always talking about sex. Why are you talking about sucking my dick? Like, what? What do you mean? Like, what? I'm watching Empire right now. What's the problem? Jesus, you're always talking about sex. What's the issue? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. But
maybe you just vibing with the wrong fucking people.
Would you really ask somebody
how you like I suck it? If you
I need to know. I need to know.
You're not confident in your own skills?
No. That's beside the point. At the end of the day, people like their dick sucked a certain way. People some people don't like hands used. Some people like hands used.
What did it tell you?
They're gonna let you know.
Did they tell you?
No.
They let you know if you're not doing it right either.
No, but at the end of the day, not everybody's like that.
I mean,
like,
if you're
some people
have you punched the person in the face because they weren't doing it right?
Huh?
Those are crazy S&M type people that like that type.
Right. Nobody on this panel has ever punched somebody in the face for not doing it right. And I can say that for me, I'm not always vocal during the situation to be like, yo, okay, move to the left, move to the right. Okay, let's
you just
like
position the head, right, to go fast.
But at the end of the day, everybody's different. So that was my question.
Well, that's boring, man.
What's boring?
To talk about it?
Yeah. Why not? Like, tell me. You tell me. Let me know how I'm doing right then and there. You don't have to ask me tomorrow. If I'm going too fast, tell me, baby. Slow down. Hold on. Take it easy.
Right.
Oh, go ahead. A little faster, baby. Oh, a little. Let me know right there. You don't have to ask me tomorrow. So, was the head great last night? I mean, did you enjoy? Why?
Did I bust?
Did I bust? Would you have been?
No, you didn't.
Wait, no, wait.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Let's clear that up, though. Let's clear that up. No, you did not.
But I did.
No, you did not.
All over your face.
No, not at all. Not all up in this throat. Not at all.
Why do you think it's so
Not
clear
at all.
today? Why do you think your face is so clear?
Why not?
You tried it. You tried it. You tried it. Not at all. That has never and will never happen. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh.
But yeah, anyway.
So what's your question?
What's your question? Yeah.
Oh wait. Trey, what you was gonna say? You said, but anyway.
No, I'm just saying, like, you're gonna let the person know. I mean, because of course, if you use teeth, if the person doesn't like teeth, they're gonna let you know. I just say, ow, ow. If you're doing a good job, they're gonna be moaning. If they're not doing a good
But everybody
job,
doesn't make noise though.
you try different things.
Jeremy doesn't make noise.
If you try different things, see what Jeremy likes did. Lick on his balls. See, does he like that? See if he.
But what if his balls is hairy?
You deal with it.
Oh, so you like hairy balls?
No, I don't.
You gonna dump him? I mean, you gonna dump him or is this just a
There we
one-night
go.
thing that you don't care? I mean,
Right. Well, go ahead. What's your question?
I don't know.
Manscaping.
Right. I want to have hair balls.
Come on,
Why
everybody.
you have a hair face?
Is it the same but on the scrotum?
No, it's not as much.
Oh.
But hair does grow there. I mean, I'm like you. Not all on my back and stuff, but I do.
The shade.
That man.
That was Wes. I'm sorry.
It wasn't shade, it's the truth. That's my thing, but it's the truth though.
I don't see it. I only say it because you said it.
Right,
So,
but it's the truth though. It is what it
Manscaping the
is.
balls, you gotta be careful. You gotta have them clippers and you gotta hold it real tight.
But it's not enough to do all that.
No, I use razor blades down there.
That is silly.
Who uses clippers down? You use clippers? You use clippers on the scrotum?
Yeah.
I mean,
I use a razor blade.
No.
I use
Razor.
Yeah, a razor.
Really?
Yeah.
It's easy down there. The skin is tough.
Yeah.
Not unless you're sensitive down there. But the skin is tough.
And
It'll
it comes off faster.
yeah, clippers. I think a clipper will the skin to get
yeah.
caught up in there.
No, not you using like some little, edges or
Yeah, you
something
need
like,
to,
like peanuts. Or
Right. That's what I'm saying. Not the barbershop clippers. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the actual shavers that are used for shaving. Like if you're going on the skin will go in the groove and get nicked. Like I'm talking about from experience. I don't know about y'all, but I like the blade because it's clean and you just whoop whoop.
Oh wow.
What's your question?
I still ain't trying.
Right.
Oh, Jeremy, your question.
You haven't asked the question.
I didn't ask my
I thought it was
question.
Manscaped.
Yeah.
I thought that's what it was.
It was.
Okay, so TC.
Trying to find some inspiration.
Y'all are funny.
iPhone or Samsung? Or iOS or Android?
Samsung.
Android.
iOS.
I think
Jeremy?
I think Android is is far more advanced than iOS. I just think iOS is more concrete with what they release. You know what I mean? Where Android don't take the extra time to clear up all the fuck ups. iOS takes that extra year and fixes all those fuck ups, and that's why it's more strong. Like there's things that they came out this last phone that Androids have had for already 2 years, but it's just with iOS, it's not gonna fuck up.
The Galaxy 6, the Galaxy 6 though, and I'm an Android phenom, so I'm on board with Android. But the Galaxy 6 though is taking a huge dip and becoming the new iPhone because they're replicating the whole look of the iPhone. You can't exchange your batteries no more like the iPhone. A lot of the features that has been incorporated in the Galaxy phone are being dropped because they're kind of supporting like the iPhone format. Like there's a Galaxy, apparently the S5, and I have an S5 right here. I love my phone, but apparently it did not do well. And so from the customer's point of view or customer's feedback, Samsung has decided to really, they're getting glass screens now. I know so many people with an iPhone that has the Spider-Man edition because they've dropped their phone and it's just a cracked screen and they don't want to get a new phone. Like, I don't want to deal with that shit with the Galaxy 6. Like, I've dropped this a couple times and the screen never shattered. So it's like, to me, what's important is not important to the mass majority. So they are reverting to what the iPhone is now.
I mean, it all depends on what's selling, and right now this iPhone is kind of leading the way among smartphones. But in the flip, iPhone or iOS or Apple, they use most Samsung products. So I think now I've heard that Samsung is actually going to start using their own stuff on their own phones instead of outsourcing it.
I mean, we all know about the huge lawsuit that Apple did to Samsung.
They filed out,
and they paid them in pennies. That was hot.
That's an everyday thing for them.
Yeah, I'm all team Android. So the next topic that I want to talk about is Zodiac matchups or anger management. Which one do you want to go?
Zodiac.
Let's talk about Zodiac. It's not as deep.
Zodiac matchups. Okay. So I went on a tirade on my Instagram last night. I posted up like 1,000 posts, 1,000 videos, all this extracurricular stuff, and my initial posts were of Zodiac matchups and who you would best be suited for if depending on your Zodiac sign. And I sent out a couple Instagrams, what's your Zodiac sign, to see if I would be matched up with certain individuals. And I was interested in, and it was just curious to me. I'm a Leo, so my high astrological affinity is an Aries, a Gemini, a Libra, and a Sagittarius. And then my good compatibility is a Leo or an Aquarius. A fair compatibility is a Cancer, a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Pisces. And a low compatibility is a Taurus and a Scorpio. When I immediately saw Taurus, I was like, yes, you're so right. Because I've had nothing but terrible luck when it's come to Tauruses. And so I was like, wow, you know, I never really thought of, like, I never really cared about zodiac signs and matchups and which is perfect or whatever. But that's why I decided to make it a topic, because I was curious as to what the rest of the guys thought. And to be honest, we're in my high astrological affinity, the Aries, the Gemini, the Libra, and the Sagittarius. My first love was a Sagittarius, and that relationship was amazing. And I've met a couple of the other people that do represent that sign, and I've had great connections with them. So it's like, okay, maybe this is going somewhere. Maybe this is accurate. I don't know about you guys, but what's your sign again?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, go ahead and speak, and then I'm gonna look yours up.
As a Scorpio, well, and actually Trey and I discussed this earlier. I don't base, you know, what my attraction and what my what our connection is gonna be like per your zodiac sign. But I do take it into consideration, and there's certain signs I just will not fuck with. Like, if I meet you, like if I'm single, hey, I want to introduce, hey, nice to meet you. Oh, you cute. Well, you know, what's your sign? You tell me you one of these two signs, I'll run the
What's the
other
two
way.
signs?
Well, one is a Gemini. One is a Gemini.
It says on here you're fairly compatible with the Aries, a Gemini, a Libra, or a Sagittarius.
Right.
It says your high affinity, astrological affinity,
a Cancer, a Virgo, a Pisces,
and a Capricorn.
And a Capricorn, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What was the other one?
The other one is an Aries.
Oh,
I'll run the other
Your
one.
low compatibility is myself and an Aquarius.
Yeah, y'all are horrible.
whoa.
We are the best,
Yeah,
but whatever.
Horrible.
Just for you, yeah. But that's interesting. So, what is your boost?
He's a Sagittarius, and
Oh, that says fairly compatible.
right. Actually, you know, but the problem between a Scorpio and a Sagittarius is that a Sagittarius, they're very social. They're social people. They like to be out and about. They like, you know, all this, you know, attention, you know, whether it be at a party or at a little bar down the street. This is who they are. They're social people. To where a Scorpio, we're more private. We're very private. We're very home people. The problem that, you know, that consists of those two signs is that the Scorpio is a jealous person, and their jealousy is what will run the Sagittarius away, because this is who they naturally are. So it will constantly be an issue, because it's not something that they can change, because they are that social person. So that is what would be our problem, if there is one. Which it has been at times. I'm not gonna sit here and make it look like it's all butter and bread. You know, I'm a jealous person. I am. I'd rather my man be at home with me at all times. But I mean, you know, that's just me.
Then being out with my boo.
Okay, right. My man and his man are best
And
friends.
Sunday fun day.
Okay. And then Trey and I are all on the outskirts by ourselves.
Aw, that's sweet.
Actually, I was by myself. My boo was over their house. And I went home looking at the Oscars like,
So in Aries, your high affinity is a Gemini, a Leo, a Sagittarius, and Aquarius, and your low compatibility is a Cancer or a Capricorn. Do you agree?
Wait, say that again about.
Your high affinity is a Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. And your low is a Cancer and a Capricorn.
The funny thing about that is actually, for me, my compatibility has mostly been with an Aries and a Libra. And then it was...
Good compatibility, okay.
Then it was an Aquarius, and low compatibility is a Cancer.
Okay, so it's pretty much accurate. Okay. All right.
But
So you believe in all of this?
not necessarily, but I will say that my best relationship was with Libras. Like,
And that was where on his
good.
Good compatibility. What's your sign again?
me
Mhm.
Aquarius.
Let me see, what is this saying for y'all's? Aquarius, your high astrological affinity is an Aries, a Gemini, a Libra, or a Sagittarius. Libra seems to be on everybody's high affinity.
Libras are good people.
It's very interesting. Your low compatibility is a Taurus and a Scorpio. I can get you with that Taurus because I'm over it with the Tauruses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what has been your experience?
That Taurus.
Taurus is low compatibility.
Always. And maybe two relationships or friendships at least, they were both Taurus, and it was horrible. They are.
Tell it. Yes, I agree. So we can ask Dad all day on that one because these Tauruses. So Mr. Libra, what's been your what's your thing? Let me find.
Well, my best out of the people that I've come in contact with are Geminis.
It says your high astrological affinity is a Gemini, a Leo, a Sagittarius, and an Aquarius. And your low compatibility is a Cancer or a Capricorn. So do you agree?
Cancers, yeah, because they're crybabies.
Oh wow.
Capricorns, I know nothing about Capricorns.
They're not crybabies. They're just very in touch with their emotional sides.
They're emotional manipulators. That's what they are.
So
You know, every time I look at him, I think about that introduction video with the flaps on the booty hole.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
We have
You
the
didn't
same
see
exact
episode
one.
17, so you don't know.
Ours is the same one.
The same.
We have the same exact compatibility. See, Libras and Aries, we're really good people.
The Libras are good people. I know some good Libras.
Just don't fuck them over.
I know some really good Libras.
You will lose a good person in your life.
But I can't say, because Gemini is on my high affinity, and I can't say that I've met some Geminis that were just amazing.
Geminis can be crazy. They're
yeah, I know them as bipolar.
They're not bipolar.
Yeah,
I don't think they're bipolar.
Some are.
There's a difference between bipolar and like two personalities. You understand? It's not. I don't think it's bipolar. It's just those are the twins. You know what I mean? It's like the Bonnie and Clyde almost type shit. Like the good devil, the angel and the devil. You know what I mean? They're the Bonnie and Clyde. They're just
it depends.
the Jekyll and Jive.
Yeah.
By the way, Jekyll and Hyde.
So I guess my question is, do you guys base your relationships, your actual relationships, off the Zodiac astrology and the matchups? Do you care about that? Does that hinder you from going forward with someone?
I told Wes when he presented this question, you shouldn't let that influence who you date. I mean, it's cool to ask them and see if y'all really, okay, that's cute. You're a Gemini, okay. Or you're a Cancer, okay, that's cute. But you shouldn't base it off of how you get to know somebody. Now, when you start learning multiple people of the same zodiac, then you know what to expect. Again, you shouldn't base it off of getting to know somebody.
Okay.
Let me tell you, you base it off getting to know somebody.
Oh,
that's just my opinion. I think that zodiac signs, and this is me, it's just my opinion, I just think zodiac signs, they implicate who you are. You, as your zodiac sign, if I ask you, you're a true, what, a Libra? A Leo?
That's a Libra, I'm a Leo.
Leo, I meant.
So, I mean, do we have problems, though? Because you kind of shaded Leos earlier in the video, but do you and I have any problems? No, we don't.
Because we don't date. It's talking about dating. That's
dating, yeah.
We friends.
Yeah, right.
I don't have to satisfy you, you don't have to satisfy me.
Yeah, right.
My name isn't, I'm not the Hector from when you were, what?
Right, yeah, right.
I'm not that Hector, but, I just...
Interesting. Okay, well, okay. Anger management, what do you think about when people get angry? Here's my thing. I'm going to just say this. I know of a lot of individuals that get angry for no particular reason. They just get angry. That's the thing, they get angry. And I don't understand why. I have this feeling that if we're friends, or if we're lovers, whatever our connection is with one another, there's no reason for us to get so angry to where we can't communicate as friends and where we can't communicate as lovers to squash whatever beef or whatever chicken or whatever steak that's going on and just eat that shit up and just get over it. I just don't understand why people get so angry. And when it gets to the point to where I want to hit my friend or hit my lover, that is just, I just don't understand that and how we can be so forgiving for someone that reaches that level as far as abusive relationships are concerned. But yeah, what do you guys think about anger management and anger in relationships and friendships?
You should never get to a point where you have to be physical with your mate.